Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here. I read in the German Gründerszene that this is the place to be. They just had they identified one small gap in the program saying the private vacation rental sector is not represented, so I have to correct them. HomeAway is here, and I think 9 Flats is also here, so I'm doing my job of promoting the category because this is very important. So why hotel when you can HomeAway? What I'm trying to do here is to share with you some additional thoughts of how we expanded globally as HomeAway. And I thought I start with showing you some of our nice products so you can relax, look at the vacation rentals while I'm talking. Who is HomeAway? I don't know whether you know HomeAway. It's the world leading marketplace for holiday rentals, connecting owners and travelers. It was before, and it is still, a very fragmented market. It was for long years the poor child of the travel industry in general, and of online travel ignored completely the sector for years. And now holiday rentals, or vacation rentals, like the Americans say, is the most pronounced travel trend for the coming years. And HomeAway and other companies are driving the creation of a new, fast-growing sector in the travel industry, which is offering an attractive alternative to hotels. Hotels are the competitors for us, and the alternatives holiday rentals are offering, it's more space, more privacy, at less cost. And this is very attractive, of course, in the current economic conditions. We are dealing with 2 types of customers, holiday homeowners on one side and travelers on the other side, and our job is to balance offer and demand. So we are a marketplace. Our business model is very traditional, very simple. The owners pay us a subscription. Normally it's for 12 months to be on our site. They are paying about $330 per year to have their advert on our sites, and they earn in return $13,000 per year as rental income, which is about a kind of 40 times return on investment. That is very nice. So a nice economic model for them and for us, because this subscription fee is representing about 2% commission for the owners in general, compared to the hotel sector and other travel sectors where you see between 10 and 35% commission. We are a very low-cost marketing channel for the owners. And for travelers, it's even better. For travelers, the site is free, no booking fee, no service fee. HomeAway was founded in, here we are, in 2005, was privately held. We raised over $400 million in venture funding, and we successfully IPO'd in July, so we had kind of a similar celebration than Groupon. It's a very nice marketing event in New York. Our headquarters is in Austin, Texas, and we have a European headquarters in Geneva, and so this is already a sign that we are starting to develop from an American company to a truly international company. We have about 15 offices in the US, but also in Europe, here in London, in Victoria, in Paris, in Marseille, in Frankfurt. We are not in Berlin, so that was very interesting to see. We also opened an office in Rio last year and in Melbourne. And we are approaching the milestone of 1,000 employees now. So how did HomeAway go global? So you could see this here. Every year since 2006, we had a CAGR of 75% in revenue growth. How did we do this? Very simply, 50% of our growth was organic and 50% of our growth is acquisition. Since HomeAway was founded, we bought in total 17 companies. We acquired, very simply, all or most of the leading holiday rental companies in the US and mainly in Europe, and then we started to go to South America and other countries. And so in the UK, We are owning Owners Direct and Holiday Rentals. In Germany, I think there are a lot of Germans, it's Fevo Direct. In the US, it's VRBO. In France, it's Abritel and Homeliday. So all the leaders. And I think this is quite untypical compared to what you heard before, because the companies and the business we bought were old businesses. They existed well before the internet. Some of them are 30 years old. So this is what we were doing. We were buying these leaders, established businesses, bought them with their teams, with their profitability, and this allowed us to go global very quickly and to get ahead of competition also very quickly. So very strong M&A strategy. And then in addition to this acquisition strategy, we also drive strong organic growth. As you can see here, we launched HomeAway as a new brand because none of our companies we bought was called HomeAway. So we founded a new brand from scratch, and we are launching the HomeAway sites in new countries where we don't enter with an acquisition. So it's in Spain, in Italy, Scandinavian countries. And recently, we launched Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, and India. We are not yet in China. We think for us, this was the right strategy because if we would have gone for organic growth in our business, which takes quite some years in order to grow to really a significant revenue size, it would have taken us too long to grow organically. So we think acquisition was the right thing to do. So the result of this strategy, you can see it here. So on the demand side, because it's all about balance of offer and demand, we have about 10 million unique visitors per month, and we have about 4.5 million booking requests we are generating on our sites per month. Inventory-wise, this is what you see here. So the offer, we have now 625,000 properties around the world in over 145 countries. This is 4 times more than our closest competitor, which is TripAdvisor. You can see here, TripAdvisor is working in the US with Flipkey and in the UK with Holiday Lettings. I see that most of you are not very familiar with this sector, so just ask question. And there is another competitor you may know, 10 times smaller than we are. So we are really the world leader. But what is more important for us than the direct vacation rental competitors is the hotel industry. And as you can see here, compared to Hilton, which is the second largest hotel chain in the world, we have as many vacation rentals as they have rooms. So this is the way we want to go. This is another way to look at HomeAway's global footprint. All the red dots you are seeing here are the 625,000 holiday homes we have on our sites. And you can see we have a strong presence in Europe and in the US. These are quite mature markets. But there is a lot of white, empty space left for us, and we are very happy about this. From our market studies, we know that in Europe and the US mainly, our market share of homes that are rented regularly is only between 10 and 15%. So we have still a huge opportunity to grow, and by promoting the category, which is quite new, as now a worldwide marketplace, we will also be able to convert and to convince owners who have holiday homes and not renting today. So there is a huge opportunities, and there are millions of secondary and primary homes out there for rent. Again, relax. So just very quickly, I was asked about the challenges of going global, and so I wanted to answer with a question, how many of you here in the room have been in a vacation rental or have rented a home or a house or an apartment for the holidays? Oh, it's not too bad. I thought you were not our core target. Great. That is really great to see. And how many of you do remember on which site or with which brand you booked your vacation rental? Yeah, you see quite a few. This is exactly one of our biggest challenges, is brand awareness. It's category awareness and it's brand awareness. Our acquisition strategy had the advantage, of course, to get us ahead of competition and to allow us to grow globally very quickly. But we acquired brands that have all different names. That there is not one business which was called HomeAway in the beginning. And so we really now have to invest in marketing campaigns, and we are starting to transition the existing brands into the HomeAway brand in order to build a worldwide brand. And for us, going public is also a kind of a marketing strategy to increase our awareness. Second challenge, and I'm really astonished, I think I didn't hear about this, and we are here in a technology conference, is for us the technology challenge. When you acquire companies, you acquire a lot of great people, businesses, great margins, etc., but you also acquire tons of different technologies with all the security and integration work and challenges you have to deal with over years and years. And it seems sometimes that they are not going away. So we as a business, we like to do acquisitions. Our IT guys like it less. People and management challenge. Some of the speakers already talked about this. I think I see the volume challenge, so to grow from 2 to 1,000 people in 6 years is a real challenge. How to build a consistent culture across the world when you have offices between Denver and Melbourne is difficult. The internationalization, I agree with what has been said. Converting a US company into a truly international organization is quite a challenge. And it's also about people. What can we do to develop people who had country roles into global roles? How you manage open and quick communication, speed of execution, when you are in so many different offices and countries. One of my colleagues who manages the office in Melbourne, he was using the example of the Roman Empire. So sometimes he feels in Melbourne like he is very out, one of the provinces of the Roman Empire, and he only hears from the headquarters when the emperor is dead or has a birthday. So that is a real challenge. Another one, I think I didn't hear a lot about this, is for me the customer challenge, or you can also call this the balance between global and local. We are coming from a different angle. We are not from the beginning a global company, but a local company. We bought local businesses who are very, very close to their local customers, and our challenge now is to convert more into a global company and to get the global scale and still to stay relevant for the local customers. So we are coming from the other edge, and it's not less challenging, I would say. And then I have a point that has not been mentioned yet, and I was surprised myself when I was thinking about the challenges. I call it the support challenge. What I mean by this is when you go global and you grow your geographic expansion, I think what we completely underestimated, and a lot of companies are underestimating, is the need of local experts in support functions. I'm talking about HR, finance, legal. I think we probably broke a bunch of laws in different countries before we realized this, and I know that a lot of competitors and colleagues do the same. So I think the business teams can only really become efficient and successful if they are getting local expert support. And often we just look at support functions as a cost factor, and I don't think that is the right way to look at it. So I think the last one is just one thing, it's the execution challenge. When you are growing quickly, when you are successful, you tend to get very much distracted by what competitors are doing, what analysts are saying, what you hear in a conference, and you want to do too many things at once. I think what we are trying to do is we have a long-term plan. We want to become and stay the biggest marketplace for vacation rentals in the world, and we are really trying always very, very hard to get back to this one focus because we have still a lot of things to do. Thank you very much.